You know how Phil says, wait till you find out who you've been talking to? Think about what else he says. You can count on one, maybe two hands of who's in charge of this plan, the Q plan to save the world, which makes sense from a risk management point of view. The more people you have involved in the plan, the more chances you have of them going rogue or of the plan being compromised. So it makes sense. The less people you have in charge and involved, the higher the success rate. The more people involved, the more risk factors. So we know there's two Phils. Basically, Phil and his twin, he said. From the same womb, he said. And he hinted at Ezra. And think about what Q says. We save Israel for last. We are Israel. We, the people, are Israel. We're God's chosen people. We're the last mission. All the military operations have been carried out except for one, and that's us. So Phil and Ezra can program Aladdin. They have their own Aladdin software. They can program it to make posts all night long if they need to. They can track analytics. They can target specific demographics, like Lin Wood, for example. His demographic is maybe an older generation. Lin Wood himself is not sitting there posting all night long. Lin Wood, watch his profile. He posts at like 2 a.m. That's not Lin Wood. Look at Trump. Phil and Ezra post for Trump, Elon, El Donaldo Trump, Dan Scavino, all of them. It's all run by Ezra and Phil. And together, they're using Aladdin, and they're waking up the masses, and we the people are the last mission. We have to be woken up correctly and on a certain timeline in a certain way to make this plan go. And so I think it's hilarious when these Phil derangement people and these Trump derangement people say, oh, I'm not gonna follow Phil, I'm not gonna follow Trump because they're evil pedophiles. I'm only gonna follow Ariel or Dan Scavino. Little do they know, Phil is Dan Scavino behind the screen. Phil probably is Ariel behind the screen. Like, these people don't realize the capabilities of technology right now. You have to open your mind and you have to see the plan. We are the plan. We have to be woken up a certain way, and social media is the main way to do that right now. And Phil and Ezra are pretty much every single major big account you see out there. So when Phil says, wait till you find out who you've been talking to, that includes Trump's account, Elon's account, El Donaldo Trumpo's account, Ariel's account, Lin Wood's account, all of them. That's why he says enter player one. Him and Ezra are number one, and that's why Phil will be the last one standing for social media, because that's the plan. And it's obvious. He already is number one. He's everybody. And Aladdin is helping. That software is mind-blowing. It's like an entity in itself. And in the hands of the right people, it can be used to wake up the masses in a good way. And this includes mainstream media. That's why when he says something, a comm or something's coming, boom, it's happening the next day on Fox News. Phil probably is Jesse Waters too, because everything Jesse Waters is saying is what Phil says. You have no idea who you're talking to, because you're only talking to Phil and Ezra. No matter what account you're looking at, it's them. Just like they say, Q, we're everywhere.
Patriot Princess.